What kind of stuff are they giving you the most trouble about in terms of censorship? Is nudity or
like
language?
waking up.
Just getting out of bed in the morning?
They just have it in their minds that they want to hire somebody, but they don't want any communication made. You know, they want to like make you into something. I don't know. It's like, I guess it goes into white homes. They're worried about that a lot.
What are they? Yeah, you know, it's funny. Glenn Barrett, our associate producer, or sometime producer, is black. You know, and Carmen Matias is Hispanic.
You have to be colored to be on television. You can't,
yeah, colored.
Yes, you can't be black. You have to have a little colored in there, just a taste.
Tad.
Yeah, just keep it interesting for America.
Yeah. Well, she said, we were talking about your humor, that your humor offends white people, and I'm not that easily offended. Like, I'm not coming from a spot where Richard Pryor is going to offend me. I think you have humor that makes us see a lot of the truth and laugh at things we wouldn't normally laugh at. I think that's part of what you're doing. What do you think that these executives are afraid you're going to do to white America?
Probably stop some racism.
Stop racism?
All right, where's my camera? Where's my camera? All right, oh, there we go. All right, guys, all right. And let me actually do a little bit better. Let's not ruin the magic here. It's me, Crimson60620. Now, this video is a little bit different from what I normally do. Is my mic is good, great. This video is a little bit different than I normally do, and let me just go ahead and do that. Yeah. Okay. So what you actually see is my art collection. Now, my art collection consists of mostly what I do. So, yeah, this is actually me doing an art collection and shit. Really just me trying to sell my art. Now, I know the title is fundraising. What am I doing a fundraiser for? I'm actually trying to buy a new computer. There's actually a nice new, well, refurbished computer on Amazon, which I was looking at, a Core i7, which would allow me to use just better shit for streams for you guys and just more shit than on myself. So instead of begging for money, instead of just saying, hey, give me money, instead of just like doing what so many other people actually do when it's just like they need shit, I'm coming to you guys to say, buy my art. Now, the glare is real. Let's do that for right now. All right, yeah. So you actually see the first piece, and the reason why I'm bringing up the first piece is because it's gonna fuck with my green screen any other way if I don't have it up here. So you see the first piece, which I have entitled Tall Drink. It was a piece that I actually got from, and let me move this because I'm not gonna be over here. Oh. Move the chat to this part of the screen. And I literally did it because I saw a picture on Facebook and I was like, hey, let me draw it. So, yeah. There we go. So, yeah. And this is live, obviously. I'm streaming currently on Periscope, Twitch, and YouTube, yes. So if you guys want to get in contact with me about the cost, I'm actually selling this piece for with the frame, $75. And you guys will see a theme with this. Also, going forward, eventually this print will be on my Etsy store. And the Etsy store is Lone Sage Art, where you can actually get a lot of my stuff. So, this one is $75. It is 11 by 14. It is acrylic marker. And what else? Oh, and you also get the frame. So let's actually go to the next piece. And hold on, guys. Let's take this one down and put the next one up. Hold on. Yeah. Get this back because, all right. That should be better. All right, cool. Let's get the next picture. The next picture will be Tempest. Now, Tempest is something that I actually have a video on my YouTube channel of me actually working on it and talking about it. It is 9 by 12. Again, acrylic markers. And I'm selling this bad boy for $50 with the frame. So if you want to actually get the original and not just a print, which I do have prints on sale at my Etsy store, you can get the original for $50. So, yay. All right. We're going to keep it trucking along, keep it moving. I have a lot of shit to get through. Fuck, I have a lot of art to get through. All right, so let's get to the next picture. We have next the next picture that we have is not staying on there. Oh, yeah, that's the reason why. The next picture we have here is ice. Yes, ice. Now, of course, this is another acrylic. Not acrylic. Why do I keep saying acrylic? Acetone markers. All of the ones I've shown so far are acetone markers where I was in a Facebook group and somebody was sharing pictures and, oh, look, Crimson Druid. Yay. Now, again, this one is 9 by 12. And so, with the 9 by 12 picture, you actually get the frame again. And because it's 9 by 12 with the frame, it goes for $50. All right. This is going. Save that for later. All right. Next up, we have the Naughty Librarian. Yeah, I just thought Naughty Librarian, That's just what I wanted to go with. Now, this one is, yes, of course, another $75 piece. Now, again, it's a little bit more minimalistic. I like the shading that I did with it to kind of make it a little bit better. And, shit. It's acetone marker. It is 14 by 11. Yeah, I switched it up on you. And of course you get the frame for $75. All right. Let's keep it trucking. Let's keep it moving. Also, I have a lot of these guys on my Etsy store, which I'm switching over to a print company, which would allow me to do prints. And yeah, that's what we're going to be doing next. All right. Next, we have the one, the only The succubus. I don't know. All right, this is another 14 by 11. Now, this one is, again, acetone prints, markers. Comes with the frame. It is $75. And as you can actually see, this one is featured heavy blending, heavily shadowed. I like it. It's one of my favorites. It's one that you actually see in my streams that I actually put up. And another reason why I'm doing this is because I'm actually looking to change up like the pictures that I put up, because as you guys, if you would have tuned into the stream yesterday, would have saw that I actually got more frames to put up. And so I'm just looking to change some things up and make sure that I do art for people to enjoy, not just to see it on YouTube, but actually to keep it in their homes. So yay. All right, let me just adjust this camera right here for 1 second. Give me a little bit more space over this way. All right, cool. And that's actually blocking. Okay. All right. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. After the succubus, so, all right, so we're gonna actually take it old school. One of my first pictures that I did, and I have a picture for it, I have a video for it on my channel. It's called Bow Down to Your Queen. This is a classic crimson picture, I guess. And with this picture, it does have some acetones, but it's mostly watercolor, fine liner pens. That's why you can see, if you can actually see, I can't zoom in well, but you can actually see that it has just a different type of texture, because I'm coloring this with a lot of just fine liners. This one is a little bit special to me because it's one of my oldest ones. I'm selling it for $60. Of course, you get the frame, and of course, the prints are available on my Etsy store. So, let's keep going. All right. All right. We keep trucking along. Keep trucking the fuck along. And if you're missing the stream live, but you want to, okay. If you want to actually get in contact with me to actually purchase it, you can always contact me on my Twitter or message me on my Etsy store. The Twitter is Crimson60620. And let's go. So this is from my Goddess collection. The previous Bow Down to Your Queen was from the Goddess collection as well. It was Isis. This is Nuwa. Now, as you can see, this one is, again, this is actually acetone. This is when I was switching over to the acetone. You can see a little bit of blending, but you actually see the color. And all of these, if you want to get a full up close up, are actually available to see on my DeviantArt store, and some which I don't know if I can put on YouTube to actually look, but I know Twitch and Periscope will be cool with it. So this one was done as a competition at my job between 4 or 5 people that can actually draw. And we was like, dragons. I and another artist who was there were the only ones that finished it, but we did it. So yeah, Nuwa, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody between. All right, so circling back around to the Isis picture, I drew it from Smite. It was one of the ones where I got the inspiration. So another thing that I've also taken inspiration from is the Percy Jackson universe slash, the Kane Chronicles universe. And so I drew Lord Osiris. Now, Lord Osiris is the Egyptian deity of the dead. And, well, if you actually look up some of the myths surrounding him, but I actually did this with, I believe this one. Oh, yeah, this is the watercolor fine liner pens. So, yay. This and Nua, they're both 50. Continuing the trend with the Egyptian gods, we have Lord Thoth. Now, this one is, again, Egyptian god. This is an acetone picture. This is right when I was getting a particular kind that I found that worked really fucking well. And fuck, it was just fucking awesome. At first, I didn't like the bleed, but when I started using it, it is fucking, it just turned out to be very, it fit my style. And when I got used to them, it just worked out real well for me. So, the Egyptian god of knowledge, Thoth. All right. I think this will be the final one. At least the final Egyptian god. And we have Bast. Again, acrylic marker. This is actually a redo from one that I did for a friend of mine. And I just think that it turned out a lot better. This is also 50. So, yay. Shit. All right. So, we keep trucking along. All right. So, let's go to more of a modern one from me. This is about 2 years old. Most of these are actually done within the last 6 years. But this is my hand at a little bit of a DBZ fan fiction. It is an amalgamation of a few characters. One, obviously Vegeta. You actually see it is blending again. And this is the reason why I like the acetone markers. You can get like a watercolor effect on them. But I just like the way they pop with color. Now, one of the other things that you actually look at it is it's a blend of Pai Mei. So if you ever watch Kill Bill Volume 2, you can actually see the Pai Mei influence to the flicking of the beard, to the hands behind the back. Yeah, Pai Mei. So, yay. Vegeta is Pai Mei. This one is running $75. Again, it's a 11 by 14. All right. So, let's go. Also, if you're watching and you don't like the framing color of either white, if it's in a white one or you want it in black, I can get you the black frames or the white frames, respectively. All right, so let's go to this one. All right, so this is one that I had on my Etsy store that they no longer allow me to put on my store because it's Kenpachi and fuck Viz Media. Now, all that being said, it is one of the ones that I find very fucking, it's just like, this motherfucker, this picture captures the insanity when you first meet Kenpachi. So from Bleach, Kenpachi. This one, I enjoy it, but I'm actually letting this go with the frame that comes included for $40. So, holler at me if you want to motherfucking buy Kenpachi, the man that no matter how many times you cut, he never falls. Okay. All All right, going to this one. This one is also one of our newer styles. It's a little not safe for work, but it's one that I find I actually have a video on it. So this is submission. It's one of those ones where it's just like, I had an idea and I was like, go for it. So, yay. All right. Shit, it's hot in here. All right, so give me a second. I want to reset up something and then we can actually come back. So bear with me one moment. Oh shit. All right, guys, I'm almost back. I want to set something up. Almost finished, guys. Give me a second. Oh. All right, so yeah. I think this actually works a little bit better, and I'm going to currently bring this up. I told you I took down a lot of shit from my walls. All right. So, all right. Yeah. And this actually isn't level. Let me just turn this shit off right quick. All right, so you can actually see this is the picture that I normally have in front of me during streams, and yeah, it's one of those. Shit. It's one that I've actually taken a lot of time to do. This is the Guardians, and yeah, this one is a little bit more pricey because it holds. It's actually 18 by 24, and I'm actually willing to let this one go. It 400, but yeah, this is like my baby. Like this is one of the ones that's my baby. It actually has several different characters. It actually has roles with the representation of a rose. It has Arcturus, which is really just Daisy. It's the African word for Daisy. I was trying to be clever. It has Lotus in the background, and it has Lily. So yeah. This one, as I said before, $400. All right, let's switch this up. All right, so yeah, this one is my baby. Let's go to some different ones. All right. All right, so let's go to Desire. Put my chroma key back up. Let's go to Desire. And yeah, do I have that filter on now? All right, cool. All right. Shit, I'm gonna take that filter off. All right. I guess it doesn't work well. But yeah, this is Desire, and with Desire, you can actually see it's a little bit more blending. It's also, if you check around, like I like the way I did it as far as the just the. I don't know. It was like one of the pictures that like it came out of nowhere, but I like the highlights of the color. The color actually works real well for me. Again, this is $75, and it is acetone markers. And as you can actually go through, you can see a lot of my shit is just like acetone markers. So yeah. All right. So next one up is, God damn it, I have a big fucking catalog. And this isn't even all of it. Like this is, in a lot of cases, just the shit that I have in frames. I do have stuff that's not in frames. So, and here we have Soul from, again, Smite. It was one of the games that I fucking played a lot. So yeah. Yeah. Shit. It's fucking hot in here. Sorry guys, I'm thirsty as shit. Ah, yeah. Fuck. All right. Let's go. This one is some acetone, but it's also the watercolor. So you have Soul. And just a little piece of trivia, it took me a shit ton of time to make sure that I get the background actually completely dark to like show out her. All right. hopefully this won't get me in trouble. And it's appropriately titled. Risque Art. All right. So, if you take a look at it, it's actually, again, acetone. It's I really was doing the heavy with the blending. It was just one of those pieces that I just had an idea to do. This one is, again, 11 by 14. And it comes at a cost of $75. Again, if you want to actually get this piece or any pieces, you can reach out to me at my Twitter or on my Etsy store or just in my email, crimson60620 at gmail. All right. Let's go to the next piece. All right, so this one's a little bit special. This is actually a reprint. Now, it's a reprint because originally I did this for a friend of mine. So this is Mata. It's the Egyptian god of order. With this one, it was me actually just delving into not just making a character, but making background as well. Because this is a reprint with the frame, it's $40. But I like the creation of the fuck, I forgot what the animal's name. It was the Egyptian animal that was part crocodile, part hippopotamus, part lion that ate the hearts of sinners. If their heart was not, it was heavier than a phoenix feather. Yeah, I like the whole thing. And the fact of her, like, it's just like the design of the character, I find it was fucking awesome. So, yeah. All right. We're almost finished with the frame stuff, and then we're gonna go into the other stuff. So, all right. So we have my very first picture of Rose. Now, I fucking love this picture because it does use some of those watercolors. It also uses the acetone, because like by this time I was actually using it to try to, I guess, trying to find my style, my speaking voice. I may eventually redo this piece, but this one, it's an original character of mine. You saw it with the Guardian, the 4-way Guardians. It is going for $40, frame and all. All right. And continuing with the Guardian theme, we have the original picture of Lily. And as you can actually see with this picture, so what you actually see is just, again, using negative space to create the clouds. You also see the furling cape, and subsequent designs, I actually did change it to a black cape. The red one was just, it was dramatic. It's like the same reason why you see Superman's red cape flying behind him, but it was dramatic. And it was one of those ones where it's just like, I wanted to actually do a little bit better. So, yeah. But, you can actually see if you actually take a look at the shield right here, it actually has my, I guess, logo on it. Again, this was actually meant to be an OC character. All right, let's go. And the final one of the Guardians that I do have that I'm going to put out there, and you know what, I'm going to hold off on that one. This frame isn't as good as I want it to be. So let's go to what you guys will actually see as my channel art, and that is the Vegeta. Now this one is, hey Cat, this one is something from Resurrection F. This was right when he was turning blue and scared the shit out of Frieza. So I saw that and I was like, I drew it once and it was trash compared to what I did here. I like the shadowing and shading, and actually, yes, this one is all done with with those watercolor watercolor fine liners. This one is channel art, and it's one of the ones that I have sentimental value. This one I'm selling for $60, but I do have prints of it. Prints on my Etsy store. And by the way, guys, check out my Etsy store. It's Lone Sage Art. You can actually see a lot of my other things that I have on for sale for prints. So, all right, we'll keep chugging along. This one, I don't know if I can have this one stand up, but fuck. All right. So this, yes, this one is Getsuga Fuma. We can actually see, it's from a Yu-Gi-Oh card, Capcom. Konami. I'm sorry. And this is actually a redo of the ones that I originally had. This one is actually, I know a lot of people can't tell if it's a man or a woman. It really doesn't matter. In like the card, she looks like a woman. In the video game, because yes, there was a video game. It's a man, but it's fucking just a pretty ass card. And yes, I said pretty ass card. So yeah, this is something that I am selling. This is for frame and all, $50. All right. Let's move to some more classic, and something that I did have a video that I was working on my channel. It's in my art section. A lot of these videos in my art section on my channel. On my YouTube channel. Move this out the way once again. And we have Jessica Rabbit. Now, one of the things about this one is just like the fucking red. Thanks, Kat. One of the things that I fucking love about this is just the red sticks out. And the lighting isn't as good as I want it to be, but like it's just like was me trying to actually get into shading, get into more of a picture. And this is just one of those things where I just like am trying to just like explore. It is some of it fine liner, but a lot of it is the acetone markers, and they were relatively cheap from Michaels. That's where I bought all of my shit from Michaels, be it from the Winston and Norton and from just their brand. So yeah, this is where I get my a lot of my material from. So yeah, Jessica Rabbit. All right, let's keep going. Now, mind you guys, the reason why the ones that I'm showing you, like I have some other shit that like I still have out there as a testament of how far I came, but these are the ones that I'm actually putting for sale. So again, the the 9x12s are mostly 50, and the 11x14s are mostly 75s. All right. This is another one that I recently, you guys, if you watched the stream last night, you would have saw me putting this one up and or putting it in a frame. This one is the Guide to the Underworld. So again, this is a little bit more a monotone. However, one of the things that I do like with this is the not acquisition, articulation of the hand. So yeah, and I have one that's also comparable to this one called Forest Guide, but like this is the one that just the perspective of the hand, and like no, her hand isn't that big, but this one is actually pretty. I was trying to imitate kind of a graffiti type look. It wasn't my strength, but it was something that I felt that I should work on. So, all right, let's go to the next one. Oh God, this is a lot of motherfucking work. All right, so, all right. All right. This one is a little bit of a Christmas theme, and we have Elf. It's a Christmas theme, and it was one of those things where I just did on a whim, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. And I like it. Now, if you actually were part of the stream last night, or if you're watching it on if you watched it on replay, you'll know that most of this is the acetone markers, but the background is watercolor. It's actually watercolor. This is definitely a mixed media, and it was just one of the ones that I really enjoyed doing. And I actually have a video on stream of me working on this. So, yay. Let's go. All right, the next two are pretty recent. And when I say pretty recent, it's something that I've done within the last couple of days. Yes. Not a couple of days, the last couple of weeks. All right. So. This is another picture of Arcturus, but as you guys will know, it's easier to just call her Daisy. And yeah, this is one of the ones where it's just like I wanted to actually get the colors to pop, and the articulation of the hand, and just the overwhelming motherfucking power. Like originally, this piece I was gonna do, and I was gonna go into the hype. You know, I was gonna live up to the hype of doing a Scarlet Witch picture, but I was like, fuck that. Why don't I just do my picture? Why don't I do a picture that I can use my character for? So instead of having the red like little hex magic, I did the green fire, like, and with other pictures of Daisy, we're just gonna call her Daisy. Literally, she has like the whited out eyes, but I wanted to accent, instead of just having blank eyes, I want to accent the power and just show how that power would actually do shadings. Like if you actually catch up in here, you actually see that it phases out. It's like it lights up where her makeup would actually be. And one of the things, if you haven't noticed with the heroes that I have for the Guardians, each one has kind of a different hairstyle. So Lotus actually has pigtails. Lily has just ratty hair, just like a messy bob. Rose has a long ass ponytail, and Daisy, she has a shaved head. Okay. So the individual characters of the Guardians. Let's just put that picture back up. We're gonna take this one down. All right. All right. So. Let's put that picture back up. And by the way, guys, so the grid walls that you actually see, like, I've actually have 4 of these. And I used to take them to convention, but they're heavy as shit. And until I get a decent hand cart, nah. But I actually have them put up around my apartment. This is the only one that I don't have put up, but it works well for me. And let's move this just a little bit. All right, so let's talk about the different personalities. So Rose is, let's just be honest, Rose, I want to write her as like just a ditzy, like, hey, like, not, I want to write her as an aloof character. Now, the reason why I wrote her that way is because, well, she has the power to manipulate nature. And so this aloofness to just normal people is because she literally lives in the forest and is mostly at home in the forest. In my origin story, or like in Medias Res origin story, I have her like in her forest because she is ostensibly supposed to be representative of an elf person. Like, humans, like, you're disconnected from the earth, and like, fuck, like that's how I want that character. Of course, I haven't fully read a story, but it's just like, I fucking hate humans, and like, I don't want to be around humans, and the only people that I associate with is the members of my team. And specifically, when I say she can commune with nature, I mean like, I think I made up the term nature kinesis. Like, not only speak to plants and know about nature, but can actually move plants, also get information from the surrounding areas. Like, yeah, nature kinesis. Now, when you go to Lotus, she is a stereotypical badass motherfucker. Like, not really the leader, but when it comes down to strategy, like, she is the leader. Quiet, of course, ninja. Like, just like stoic and shit. But also a character that holds a guilt. And that's as far as I'm going to say about this. But when it comes down to it, just, she's the fighter. She is the motherfucking fighter. And like, yeah, like, she's the fighter. Now, when it comes to Lily, everything that you think a Valkyrie would actually be, like, she's the Valkyrie. She's actually the tank. Not as prodigious a fighter as Lotus, but she is a fighter, but mostly a tank. If you ever watched the show, and I actually took the idea, but made it, like, I took the idea of the character of the tank from Coco Sobo, of, if you actually know who Darkness is. Like, I wanted to use a little bit of her likeness, but like, one, fix the character flaw of, you know, her being a masochist, because like, no, that's a horrible trope and it looks fucking bad. But I just wanted to be the consummate badass, like the tank, the really motherfucking tank. And like I said, she can fight. Her personality is Valkyrie. Like, just like if you ever want to think what a Valkyrie is, her personality is just Valkyrie. Like, yes, Valkyrie. And she is more of the, like, when I was creating a character, if you actually know, like, remember Thor Ragnarok, who Valkyrie was in that, like, I wanted to, like, model that character off of that. But I haven't put it in the story, so I want to actually get to work on that. Finally, Daisy, Arcturus, is like the sage out of the group, whereas Rose is nature kinetic. Daisy, she's the sorceress. Like, oh no, not that she has magic. Like, she is the sorceress. Like, not, oh, she knows a few spells. No, she is the sorceress. And when you think of I wanted to kind of characterize her more on how Merlin is characterized. If you not the Disney version of Merlin, but like how Merlin is characterized, just like dark arcane magic to the point where it's just like, hey, she's the sorceress. And also, I want to take a little bit inspiration of, I don't know if you guys ever heard of a game called Diablo 2. I know you guys heard of a game called Diablo 2, but I want to also take care the necromancer, the way the necromancer was portrayed, like, yeah, do dark arts, but I'm not a dark person. So yeah, that's how Daisy is. And like, she's the sorceress. How much magic does she know? She knows magic. Not some magic, not a lot of magic. She knows magic. So that's what I wanted this character to actually be. Those are just like a template of the characters, and I haven't written any stories. I have to actually sit down and try to make stories about it, and I probably won't want to get with a writing partner in order to do that. But yeah, these are the characterizations of the Guardians. So yeah. All right, so goddamn. All right. Final one that I'm going to show on the frame today is this one. Yeah, because it makes no sense to me to like have all the characters from one homogeneous like background. With Lotus, she is obviously a ninja, and I wanted to actually make her a ninja from that's obviously studying ninja shit, but from South Asian Pacific. Like, I think the influence that I wanted her to do first when she came around was somewhere in India and Nepal. Like, I didn't want her to make the typical like Asian, like, waifu type shit. No, like I said, I wanted to make her, give her more than just like, hey, ninja, Japanese. No. When it came to Rose, elf. Like, magic exists in this world, so elf. When it came to Lily, like, yeah, fucking Viking. Like, just, yeah, Viking. Like, not necessarily Nordic per se, but just like, Eastern Northern European type, like, where you got a lot of the women who were, let's face it, they had a lot more freedoms than you would have saw closer to the Middle East. And of course, Daisy, she hails from Africa, hence the term Arcturus, which is her name, African Daisy. But I didn't want to just keep it as like, oh, black character, woohoo. Like, I wanted her to actually be more Middle Eastern / black, kind of from, above the Congo area, kind of like area of Africa where it is more of a melting pot of different cultures. That's where I want to actually display her as, because a lot of the mysticism that is further south of the Sahara, I don't know. I'm familiar with Egyptians. I'm familiar with some of the other mysticism that you actually see. Like, for instance, a lot of the mysticism that you see with voodoo is a blend of Catholic religions and like the Middle Eastern parts in Northern Africa. That's where you see a lot of the voodoo. So that's yeah, that's what I wanted to actually do, because I never wanted to like not like to write into something that I didn't have at least tentative knowledge about. Let's get to this last one that we're gonna do for. Yeah, okay. And this one is the second most recent one I did, sunflower. Now, you may be asking why I call it sunflower. It's because I like the fucking bright ass colors. And one of the things that I try to do is, if I have bright ass colors like this, I try to pop it with background, like dark background. And like when I was looking at the pictures, I was watching Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and of course, Sunflower came on. Yay. Sunflower. I'm sorry, I cannot sing. Yeah. Now, let's set this up a little bit different. I'll be right back, guys. Talk amongst yourself. Be right back. Fuck, I gotta fix that. All right, almost back, guys. Give me a second. All right, this is gonna be a little bit different. So, yeah.
What kind of stuff are they giving you the most trouble about in terms of censorship? The nudity or
like
lying?
waking up.
Just getting out of bed in the morning?
They just have it in their mind.
All right. So, this is a little bit different. As you guys know, if you're watching this, you know, and like this is just gonna be a stream. I have a Patreon. For as little as $1 a month, you can actually help join my Patreon, where you can actually subscribe, where you can actually get a shout out in the beginning of the video. It just seems better to do it in the beginning of the video because you guys make this shit possible. And if you're just watching and supporting me that way by watching my channels and sharing my videos, that helps a lot too. But at $5 a month, you can also get a one-time sketch. And here we go. This was from one of my most recent patrons. And we got a sketch of her puppy. Now this is kind of a double picture. Give me a second. Just trying to fucking tighten this. All right, so you see on one picture you have Rose and Lotus. This is when I was actually changing and working on the designs. And on the second picture, you have Arcturus and Lily. Shit. So yeah, you have the duality of the two of the groups. This is the Warren Protector. Now, I don't know if it's coming through clearly. I don't think it is, but with this one, if you take a look at it, you actually see like battle damage on the chest. Leg has been damaged but been repaired. The head is cracked and shit. Like, this is one of the ones where I didn't want to draw just Voltron in space. Like, no, if you're a motherfucking protector and you fin fucking fighting, you're gonna have some fucking battle damage. Now you're gonna be prepared, but like, yeah, no. Warren Protector. All right, so let's go to this one first. This is my first instance where I did all 4 Guardians at one time. It was still rough. But I was working on it. The next one is, again, an original character from a story that I wanted to work on, but I didn't actually complete. It was called, her name is Peyton. And I think that's as far as I'm going to go with that one. All right, let's go to the next picture. All right, so now these are still for sale. I just don't have them framed. Again, the smaller ones I'm doing for $50, but you'll get a frame. And the larger ones I'm doing for $75. So on this one, and if you guys remember from that last conversation that we had on stream, this is Spawn. Now this one is mostly watercolor. This is watercolor. I remember taking forever to fucking do this one. These are fine liner. This is a fine liner. Yes, I did all of this in fine line. Fuck. I was fucking crazy. Yeah. All right. Let's go to the next one. And the next one is, oh fuck, I forgot what I called this one. God damn it. I know I need to look it up. I forgot what I call this one. Shit. Oh wow. I am fucking blanking. Shit. Shit. All right, I'm looking it up. I'm sorry, guys. Thickness. Yes, that's what I named her. I named her Thickness. Oh shit. That's why you have black goths at the top. Fucking we love thick girls. Wow. Now, here's the thing. The reason why I did her hairstyle this way is I'm a child of the fucking 80s. You know, born in the 80s, raised in the 90s. And I wanted to give her the Lalandra hairstyle from like X-Men, like Professor X's like, you know, girlfriend who he married and had a kid with. And now she's the empress of the Shi'ar Empire. Oh shit, wow. I know too much X-Men lore. Shit. Okay. All right, let's go. This one is uh this one is I forgot what this one is. What was this one's name? Shit. Like when you actually realize how much art that you have. Oh yeah. This one I have simply titled Sitting. I simply have it titled Sitting. Um I was looking at a magazine and I think it was Alicia Silverstone. She was actually in a pose and she was like in a long sweater. But I just like, okay, that's a great pose. And I did a pose to see how I can actually do it. Um yeah, that's exactly what this was. It was just like me trying to be minimalist to try to do the picture. So yeah. Um I think it came out well. It's just a simple black and white. It's no real shading, but it's just like it was one of those things where I felt like it it just looked good to me. So yeah, that's the reason why you see this shit. Um, but let's go to the next one. We have Misty. It's just a. This is actually a face from my imagination, and when I think this is a trick that I use sometimes. I still use it because it's a crutch. But when I think that I can't get the eye balanced on one side the same as the other side, I put like hair in front of it to like show like, hey, ooh, yeah. And this one is actually pretty cool. I like it. It was just one of those ones that I was just experimenting with and trying to. Actuality, I was trying to work on noses. So yeah, and the blue accented by the brown that's around her face. So yeah. All right. So this is one. This is like my foray into like um bucket or my is it foray or sorte? Yeah. It's my initial plunge, and I guess that would be sorte because in French sorte means jump. But anyway, fuck. Anyway, this is my original plunge into pencil black and art. Like this is something where I actually do have prints of this. The original, it's not that I don't want to part with it, it's just that how do I put it? I like would sell the original, but it's fragile because it is done on mixed media paper and it's sealed with like hairspray. So yeah, that's it. The next, which I have new prints of, with the print company that I'm working on, is Buffy, and it's just like a picture, like a stylized picture of somebody that I asked, can I draw them? They said yes, and like yeah, I just did a stylized picture of it. Um. Oh God. Oh God. This is if you watch Naruto, and you guys know if you watched a stream last night that I watched Naruto. This is Kurama, and specifically, this is during the war arc where he was like contemplating on helping Naruto without trying to take over his body, and yeah, this is actually the third time that I've actually done this picture. I actually have two other times. The first time was just like, ugh. The second time, arguably, the second time and this time actually were arguably better. Let's see if I can actually bring that up between the two of them. All right, let's see. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to see if I can actually bring that up. Have that in. All right, let's do the desktop. That one. So if you think that this one actually, the one that's on screen is actually better versus this one. From. So yeah, that's why it's both in both of them like that. It's just one of those weird things that the steel that I guess the steel that I caught it from, it was it didn't look as up. But then too, like you see, like you rarely see him like look straight, head on in like either the manga or in the anime. All right, so fuck, okay, damn, this is taking a lot longer than I thought it would. Let's go to the next one. All right, this is um Goten and Trunks, and yeah, like I really like this one. Again, I was trying to work with the shading. Um, it's one of those ones where it was just like it is mostly watercolor, but on the background, excuse me, it's mostly watercolor fine liners, but with the acetone in the background. But yeah, love this one. Oh, second one over here is this is another version of Lotus. It captured the characterization that she has of stoic in kind of like a sadness. So yeah. Um, this one is the Forest Guide, where if you saw the Guide to the Underworld, this is the Forest Guide, and this was the original one, and I redesigned it for the Underworld one. All right, so this one I have a video of. I sell prints on my Etsy store, but this one is also available. This one I'm selling for 60 because it doesn't have a print. It's kind of an old one, but this one is actually pretty cool. You can actually see that I was using the acetones by this one. Actually, the Michael's acetones by this one, which is I swear by those motherfuckers, and a little bit of a blending in the background, but yeah, yeah. This one is a more recent one. Somebody that I actually so this is the best part about it. So with this one, somebody actually I'm part of a Facebook group, and this one isn't for sale. This one with the person that I did the picture with, it's not for sale. But this is one that I've done, and I was like, hey, can I draw you? And she does OnlyFans, and she does do different stuff. And I was like, hey, can I draw you? She was like, okay, first thing, like, yeah, let me see before you put it out there. And I did. And this actually this right here, this picture right led me to an art commission. So yeah, I'm fucking proud of this picture. All right. All right. These are two where I got them for sale, but like these I'm willing to part with for like 30. Not because I don't really care about them, but because it was a learning experience and it taught me some of the things that I needed to learn. One is this one right here is actually color pencils with the background of acetone markers. And it's the same model. I don't know if you guys ever heard of a website called Fashion Nova. Like, it's the same model in the same dress from the same person. But yeah, these two, it was just like me trying to test something, me trying to work on my art. So yeah, I think it worked out real well. Whoa, okay, yeah. Let's not show that one just yet. Oh God. If you're part of my Discord server, you actually know that I actually have that picture up there. Let's do. Oh God, I forgot that was right there. I thought it was towards the back. This is a redo of Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. I actually do have the black and white one still. It's smeared, and I actually put it in the in lamination in order to make sure it doesn't smear anymore. Wow, I forgot I had that one in there. This is okay. So if you go back to the original pictures that I had with the Guardians and the Guardian 4, basically this is the single picture of Rose. As you can see, she is in nature with her bow over the ready of the cliff because she's a hunter. This one is acetone. This one is for sale. And I also have prints of this one. So let's go to the next one. This is, I think this was titled Night on the Town. I don't know. It's on my Etsy store. But it is just. I originally did this because I wanted to draw somebody sitting on a chair on a stool, and the rest came from that. All right. All right. So this is more character work for Peyton. I originally did the character. Let's see if I can actually get the picture. Like, this is just the character sheet. It is a face shot as well as the the standard pose. Originally when I did the character, like, I had her with like one low shoe and one heel. I was like, no, just fucking make the fucking heel. And if you remember from the earlier picture that I showed of Peyton, she actually has a shield. Well, that's the reason why the bracelet is so prominent, because she taps the shit and it turns into the shield. You actually see she has the Wicca sign around her neck and the Wicca sign around her shield. But that ties into the characterization of the story, and I will go into it if I ever go into it, if I ever create the story. This is Arcturus Again, the single picture of her out of that big picture. I really haven't got a characterization for Peyton much other than strong warrior woman. Like, I just haven't. I just strong warrior woman, a little bit of a magic, and actually she is the love interest of another character of the picture that I'm actually going to bring up in a little bit. But this is just you guys know about Arcturus and relax. Again, this is I was just going through trying to do just pictures. Like if you've ever looked at the pictures that I actually do, if you looked at the pictures that I do, I don't make pictures of petite, skinny women. I don't like. First, nothing against them, but it's like what draws my eyes are curves. I love curves. And also this unrealistic standard of like beauty of like these small like say what you want about Gina Carano, but when I think warrior woman, that's who I think of. When I think of, and this is also who I modeled a little bit of the character of Arcturus off of. If you remember Grace Jones off of Conan the Destroyer, like fuck, like Grace Jones was like, and she even said it's like, yeah, men like around my area like strong men, like yeah, like dude, like I don't know, maybe like yeah, I don't know. all right. This is the one wing. Did I name her one wing succubus as well? Like, uh, one wing seduction. In other words, like she carries a big motherfucking sword. Um, also, she had one wing. Like I like asymmetrical design. I really do. I like asymmetrical design because it's fucking easy to draw that way. And yeah. Yeah. On this side you actually see Rendezvous. It's just me trying to do like take on the princess type, but it was also just me trying to play with the markers in the background. And to be honest with you guys, the one reason why I did this because I had a shit ton of green markers that I wanted to get rid of that were drying up. I had a shit ton of green markers. So I was like, okay, yeah, after I drew it, let's do the colors and shit like that. And I wanted to work on perspective. And of course, these are still for sale. This is not just me running through a catalog of shit. Like, these are still for sale on my Etsy store. Now, yes, I reuse not the actual design, but I reuse to improve on the original picture that I did with Lotus, where she was next to Rose. So yeah, I did do that, but this is also one of those black and white designs that I had, and it, ironically enough, when I was like, cause I do this shit at work. And of course, it's safe for work because she's strong with clothes on. Ironically enough, somebody who was looking at it was like, "You just like strong women, don't you?" I was like, "Wait, where do you get that from?" It's like all their women are just like they're feminine, but they're built like okay. I admit to that shit. This one is this one right here. If you take a look at it, now this is the original mock-up. No, I actually this is a redone. This is the redo of a character that I have called Nephi, and it's short for Nephilim, the fallen angel, which is she is both half angel, half demon. So yeah. Damn, I'm coming to the end of it. Okay, so let's have some fun with this one. First, we're gonna go to Lily, and again, we know the story of Lily and how this is again one of yeah, it's like I try to actually, how do I put it? A character's gender doesn't really play much to me. Like, and I try to actually do that, and like, yeah, like depending on, like, you want to give some flavor to it, but like, really, it comes up to, are they a good character first, and then does their gender play a part to it? I just, if it doesn't move the story, what's the point of it? To just play to it, and not to say it doesn't matter, but it's just like it should be no reason why a character in the story should only exist for the purpose of showing tits and ass. Like no, like no, no, like no. That's like, and maybe because I am attracted to intelligence, it's that character who she is, like, should actually matter. And if she happens to have a nice set of tits and ass, like, cool beans, like, yeah. But like, you shouldn't just have fan service characters. To me, in my work, I know for other people they do, but like, you shouldn't just have fan service. Or wouldn't just have fan service characters. Speaking of fan service, bam. Yeah, this is the second time I did the Alucard picture. Notice, like, I do things like multiple times to try to refine my the way things are. But yeah, this one actually accents the crazy that you would actually get in Alucard from Hellsing Ultimate. Like, that motherfucker was batshit crazy in Hellsing Ultimate. Like, batshit crazy. So yeah, this one I actually still have prints for. I'm phasing it out because, one, I can't put it up on my Etsy store anymore. And two, I can never really phase prints out. Can you really phase prints out? But anyway, yeah. let's go. I only have a few more left. All right, so this one is kind of a dual thing. So let's bring the camera out. All right, so obviously these are the same picture. One is, again, working on that black and white, working on that shading that way, and the other is just color. I didn't name these. It's unentitled, both of them, but it was just like, yeah, like, I was just working on it. These aren't for sale, not because I just, like, I wouldn't know what to price them. So, yeah. And by the way, if I haven't stated already, if you want to get in contact with me about purchasing them, you can hit me up on my Discord. If you're watching YouTube, it will be in the link. Or, my Twitter. All right. So, we have a full view of Neffy. So, this actually highlights a little bit more. She has the yin yang symbol on the top. It's more of, and I don't know if it won't actuate. Shit. Yeah. So yeah, that is something where you can actually see a little bit better with the picture. Yeah, like, the thing about it is, I don't like the whole, just, I guess it's me. I don't like the way that people write women as just weak. I'm sorry. And like, yeah, no. No. This is, again, Lotus. This is actually me doing a little bit more of my this is actually me doing a little bit more care into the actual design of the character. Like, I actually took the time to like measure out the characters like by line, and it was a lot of fucking work doing it that way. It gave me a little bit more symmetric, but it just like it felt like it robbed the creative process. But you see where I'm working on a little bit better with the shading, and that's the one thing that I felt like I did with this one. Of course, both of these are available for print on my Etsy store, and I am selling both of these. Remember, if you buy an original, you do get the original and a fuck frame for $75. All right. So the first one we're gonna go to that is up here is the Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, like make a compelling character just to make a compelling character. I don't see why that's hard. But like, I hate one-dimensional characters. I do. Um, and it also works if, like, going back to that Naruto video that I did. It also has if that character can balance off of somebody else. All right. Sorry, thirsty. So, you also see the Kingdom Hearts where, of course, again, we have a duality of characters. We also have this is their Kingdom Hearts 3 attire, kind of. And you see Riku with his Kingdom Hearts 3 attire and his Kingdom Hearts 3 Keyblade, which looks like a fucking car key. um, like literally looks like a car key. You see Sora with his, I want to say, it wouldn't be, what's that? No. What was the one between Kingdom Hearts 2 and 3 that it was just him and Sora? Fuck, I forget. Um, Fuck, and I was playing it too. It wasn't Birth by Sleep because Birth by Sleep was the original 3. It was. Fuck, I'm gonna have to look that shit up. What was it? It was the one that they had that was originally on DS. Oh, fuck. All right, let's do this. Hold on. I have one remote that controls all of my TVs. Like I have an off-brand ass Vizio TV, which is an off-brand ass Sony TV. I have a Vizio monitor right here that I'm using for a monitor. Well, TV that I'm using for a monitor. I have my main TV that is a Vizio. So yeah, off-brand ass shit. Um, Dream Drop Distance. Yes, it was Dream Drop Distance, which is like, yeah, dude, like come up with a better, yeah, yeah. Hold on. No, it was Dream Drop Distance. I'm sorry. I was actually putting a video that I was gonna post up later, and I just like it's just sitting in my fucking on my PlayStation screen. Yeah, fuck. Um, all right. That'll go live at a little bit later. All right, that'll go live a little bit later. Yeah, it was Dream Drop Distance. Um, so yeah, this is also the Mickey that's in here, and let me just focus in a little bit more on the Mickey. All right, so the Mickey that I use is literally the one. If you played Kingdom Hearts 2, when Goofy got hit on the head and it looked like he died, Mickey got pissed in that game. He's like, Goofy, no! He popped his keyblade behind him, like, all like, yeah, I'm about to go wreck some shit. And you saw like people, like, I was showing my neighbor the Yoda versus King Mickey fight. He's like, oh, Yoda's gonna win. I was like, no, it's Kingdom Hearts King Mickey. King Mickey was gonna fuck Yoda up, and of course, King Mickey fucked Yoda up. Like, that was just a given. But it's like a lot of people haven't actually played all the Kingdom Hearts game, which it's all 500 of them. Like, yeah. So yeah. And we have this is actually the Spider-Man PS4 cover art, and I just added my logo to them. I still have to work on my Miles Morales one that I did, but again, both of these are available for purchase for prints. All right, so let's actually focus on this one first. So I like mythology. What I wanted to have this one was, and it's one that I'm still have no problem with. I still have no problem with actually putting it out there for sale, but I just don't have it out there for sale because I don't know if a lot of people would actually like it. But it is. Wait, what? You can't beat the mouse on his on his home turf. If you do, Walt's corpse will send a sniper after you. Yeah, no, of course. The Disney, the Kingdom Hearts games are a lot darker than what a lot of people actually realize. They think all bright, colorful games, but even the first game was dark as shit. Like, they literally had a scene of Heartless coming and attacking a man and like killing them and turning them into Heartless. So yeah, like I don't realize why people don't realize that the other Kingdom Hearts games are like dark as shit. But yeah, of course, because Disney, it seems bright and happy and wholesome and shit like that. But the coming night is it's actually watercolor. This is watercolor, and this is the look that I try to reproduce with the acetone markers that I use. All right, let's go to the second picture of this one. This one I actually do have prints of. This is the Hunters. Now, remember I showed you a picture of Peyton, a couple pictures of Peyton. The main character that I wanted to actually do is her love interest, and I'm gonna go and redo his name because it just didn't work well. But I was gonna call him Chad, and it was gonna be an allogram for the initials of a lot of death, gods or gods of the underworld. H for Hades, A for Anubis. I forgot what D was, but it was like the Babylonian, not Babylonian, but it was a Middle Eastern god of death. It was gonna be just like this central focus on like death gods or underworld gods. But as you can actually see, he wears a fedora. Oh God. Okay. 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 I didn't actually do any more working when it comes to that. Um, he has his two little proteges. I didn't even name them, but it was just like cool to actually have the picture of them in as his protege. It was just like something I wanted to do, and I have two more. All right. All right. So let's focus on this one. This is Celeste. Now there's a game, a Facebook game that like got way too much money than what it was supposed to from me. About $30 over a 6 month period, and they had a contest of Draw Celeste as a Halloween contest. So because Celeste was both an angel and a demon, and I didn't want to use the Nephi concept because they would have tried to claim the rights to a certain he will come steal your girl. Mr. Steal Your Girl. Okay, okay, okay. Kat has won the comments for this stream. She has won the comments for this stream. She has the title. She has the title. You won the comment for the stream. Yes. Death is Mr. Steal Your Girl. Oh God. Oh God. Okay. 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 Yeah. That works. That you got the comment of the stream. Going back to the picture. My idea with Celeste, because she was like was a duality character. She could flip between angel and demon. And it was Halloween. I was like, okay, idea. Why don't we just get cheap Halloween costume of angel and demon? So that's why you see the little devil horn like things that she put over her head, because like Halloween costume. Now, does it play into the stereotype of, sexy demon with the little cheap dollar store pitchfork? Yes. And the sexy angel with the cheap like little harp, and like that's why you see the halo with the little rod sticking out. So yeah, it was like, okay, Halloween costume. Ooh, cheap Halloween costume, and that works. And this is available for prints. And the final one that we're gonna show today is bam. The whole thing. This is literally the title of it. What do you want? Yeah, like it was. How do I put the story without sounding okay? So it was a young lady that I was interested in. Didn't really hit it off, but like we spent some time together. And when I say we didn't hit it off, because we didn't like it wasn't any intimate time, but it was just like, yo, you inspired me to draw a picture of you. And so yeah, here, let's do this picture. So yeah, this one is for sale, but I don't have it where I have any outlets to actually sell it. Um let's see what that meme is. Hold on. Ironically, yes. Yes. Like, yeah. 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 But finally to this picture, you can actually see that the subject of the picture actually has a tank top on. Okay. Wow. That's interesting. Unfortunately, I don't have any friends that allow me to draw them naked. And no, I did get a picture from a friend that like she sent me pictures to actually be able to draw, and I think it is um this is what I took from the amalgamation of the safe for work pictures. So today, what did we learn? We learned that Crimson has too many pieces of art in his home. That I need to get rid of some of this. And that if you guys can actually help me by one in exchange of cash money in order for you guys to actually get a copy of these pictures. I have literally spent 2 hours going through my pictures. Wow. And that's not even the ones that I feel even less confident about. It would actually help me out a lot for somebody to actually want to purchase it. And if you want to actually get in contact with me for prints or originals, and you want to actually speak towards what those prices would actually be, get at me, dog. Like, it is something that I'm working on making sure that I can get my art business going on, because as much as I thank you guys for watching or subscribing or being part of my Patreon, what I want to do, another reason why I mean, and that's the thing. Like, I don't have any friends like that. I don't have any friends like that because, how do I put it? Not that they wouldn't trust not having clothes on around me. Ironically, people trust me to do shit like that. It's actually because COVID. Actually, come to think of it, because COVID, a lot of friends of mine, they have their COVID bubble. Unfortunately, I didn't. I don't have a COVID bubble, but that's just me. Anyway, yeah, this is my art, and like, yeah. If you want to help support my art, you can go to my Etsy store. It's down in the description. But yeah, I want to say thank you guys for this time of you guys sitting back and watching me go through my art. Now I just have the incredibly tedious task of actually putting the shit back up. So I will have fun with that. Yeah. Yeah. Damn it. Anyway, guys, I will be on later. I want to take a break, give me something to eat, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.
What do you think that these executives are afraid you're going to do to white America?
Probably stop some racism.
Stop racism?
Yeah, they're probably afraid of that, because then people don't hate each other, and people start talking to each other, and then they start talking to each other, they find out who's the problem.
Which is?
Greedy people.
Greedy. I have a couple things I want to ask you there. Do you really think that some of the guys that you dealt with at NBC, no names, right? Because there's lawsuits for that too, that some of these guys really want to promote racism actively, or is it a subconscious?
I just think it's part of capitalism, is to promote racism, right? In order to make things work. If you feel better because you're white and you can get a job, you use that. I mean, I would.
Absolutely.
Say, I'm sorry, Jack, but shit, they say I'm white. I'm going to use this.
Right. Absolutely.
Get this job. I'm hungry, But, and that separates people. So they keep people separated, and that keeps them from thinking about the real problem. That's as simple as I see it. Probably it's not that simple, but...
Now, all right, you and I are about the same age, right? We're in our mid-30s. How long is it going to take before guys who think like you, and I say guys who think like me, people who don't want to have racism in the country, people who don't want to be oppressing any minority, whatever it is, sexual, whatever minority, really get into positions of power and can change things?
You can't get in a position of power, it seems, if you think like that. It seems that the only time you get in a position of power is if you like the people that are in power. To me, I mean, that's the way it goes. I mean, people that get to become executives become like the people that were already executives.
I don't know, maybe...
They go in with good intentions, but it eats them up. It's like a cesspool, it just gets on you and it starts
the system
eating.
levels them.
pretty soon it's
Is
all
that
gone.
what a cesspool sounds like?
Yes.